welcome back. Let's build an overhead storage slash visor shelf, something like that. On this side, you used to have a handle above the window there. You used to have a handle. And then there's your fan we put in here and your visors. But here where the handle used to be, two screws. We're going to utilize that. But on the other side here, I need to look up in here, see what we can find under there. So there's like two indentions. I can't get the camera up in there to show you guys without pulling that out. But there's a bar that runs across here, and we can just screw right into that. Well, the first step is we're gonna have to take these sun visors out. But I looked up online, and these racks cost about $200 on Amazon, but they don't make one to fit this vehicle, so I am on my own. Okay, first step in actually fabricating this is to get the measurements for the side rails, and we've got to get those in to figure out the front and back pieces, and all the framing for it is based on those two. And here comes the rain again, so we're going to do some more inside work. The side rails are cut. Now we've got to measure where the mounts go, and then we'll drill the holes out for those. We've got the side rails in. Now we're measuring the front and the back, and we're trying to contour the angle of the van here. So we're marking the driver's side, passenger side, and the angle at which this is actually going to be welded together. We are doing the same for the front. Again, this is welded. You see the two fans here. They're going to stay about where they are, so we've got to work around that through the project. Everything is measured, cut, marked, and now we are going to tack weld the corners, and then we will come back and dry fit that inside the vehicle before we go crazy. I can't stress the importance of this enough that you take the time and you get these angles and everything right. The last thing you want to have to do is cut out a weld and start over. And here we are again. We are going to dry fit this again to make sure that it fits. That last check looks good, so we've cut another piece of metal and we're putting a center brace into it. This sheet metal is what is left from the tables that I made, one of which we're working on right now. If that interests you, there's another video for you to check out. I'm working on the layout on what I want to do with the metal, but I'm not going to go with the full metal across the top because it adds too much weight to the vehicle. It's a good idea to always keep a professional welding rock around. You never know when you're going to need it. we are only tack welding this into the frame. And that is because I think that the tack welding it will be sufficient, and I don't know if my skills are good enough to actually put a good bead of weld all the way around this thin piece of tin without just blowing it out. Okay, now we will fast forward 2 rain showers and 1 can of spray paint. I probably don't need to tell you, but trying to get this thing in here and hold it up here and put the screws in by myself is challenging. If you don't have a helper, find one. So we've got that in. The next step is to work on our sun visors, and I've got to actually cut the mounting brackets to go onto this metal bar. Okay, welcome back. I don't know how the backlighting is on this video, so we may have to mess with that. But what we have is another stretchy net bungee material. Similar to this one. It's supposed to be the same, but they're not the same, but it's similar. And that is to finish up this side here. This one's in. This one will go here. And that has clips and zip ties. And that should wrap the project up, I think. But we have to leave the fans. There's a switch up here. We have to leave space for that. On off. Okay, so again, this cargo netting is attached with zip ties, and what's not seen on this video is where the sheet metal that attaches to the frame, that is just tack welded, which is a spot weld, spot weld, spot weld. So I've gone around all these edges and I put silicone caulk in there, so if you have any road noise, there's no vibrating sounds from the sheet metal hitting the metal framing. So in total, this project cost me about $25 US. I'm going to call this project a success, and I will see you guys down the road. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share, help the channel, help me, all those good fun things, and I will see you guys down the road.